Hey, I don't know. The buttons were messed up. Now my
I
camera.
was all by myself for a minute there.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Carlos, what's going on?
I was all by myself for a minute there.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was trying to put myself up and like I was just like, nothing works right. Laura, what's
That's
going
okay.
on?
It's funny. Me and Lex do Through the Lens on Sundays, and our niche is something always goes wrong, and we've
Yeah,
never had a perfect show.
I know because you're like, okay, I'm gonna have this perfect, this perfect, this perfect, and then something happens. I'm just like, ugh. I don't like that. It's just like, come on, can I
You
have a
know what? I think if you have a perfect show, something's wrong,
yeah?
and
Something's
you
wrong.
shouldn't have a perfect show.
No, it's always something. Like it's always something. You know. Um, what's up, Justin? How's it going, man? David, how's it going? Chills TV, thanks for coming. Um, Laura Leah, if you're still out there, what's up? Um, what's up, Sean Cody? How's it going?
Hey,
Um,
David, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you.
yeah, I mean, I mean, me, I'm just doing once a week, maybe twice.
Well, it's funny because it's really hard to get on. Like I used to be able to get on YouTube all the time and watch
Yeah,
people's videos and stuff like that. I just don't have time anymore. I really don't, and it's really really hard. And if I do, it's like maybe 5-10 minutes at most, and that's it.
yeah. Well, yeah, I
So,
used to go on panels a lot, but it takes it out on me after I had my near death experience, with COVID and stuff like that, and
yeah,
it drains me. It drains me to even just my sleep patterns change and everything else, and it's just terrible, you know.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
but
you went through something really bad, man. I'm glad you're still here, and I'm glad
thanks.
you're healthy and everything's going well for you.
So far, I mean, sometimes just tiredness it just gets to me, and I'm trying to overcome that. So, you know,
Yeah, you know what? My eyes are looking a little bit tired today for some reason. I've done a lot today, unfortunately,
no,
but
you're good.
it keeps me out of trouble,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You know, we won't be long if not. I know you're tired and everything, but
No, no, no. It's all good, man. It's all good.
hey, Wayne's World, how's it going? Hope you're feeling better, man. He was in hospital.
What was he?
Yeah, seeing he had COVID or not, but he doesn't. So that's a good thing. Yeah, pizza sounds good right now, but I need to lose a little bit of this pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get pizza very often, but yeah,
Huh. Well, let's get started, brother.
yeah, for sure,
Um,
man, for sure.
um, can you tell me a little bit how you started your show?
Um, well, that's kind of a long story in itself, but long story short, I guess it was about 9 years old when I realized I could see other things other kids couldn't see. So I
Hmm.
definitely discovered that I was different in that way. Um, and I guess when I was about 15 years old, I had my very first experience on being touched by something paranormal. And I've told this story quite a bit, and uh, it was a friend of mine's grandmother passed away, and so it was probably about 3 weeks after she passed away. I went down to his place to see how he was doing and stuff like that, and so we were sitting in his bedroom. I was sitting on his bed. He was sitting across from me. And all of a sudden, it felt like something touched my wrist.
Hmm.
And then it felt like something, like a head was leaning against my shoulder. And it lasted for about 30 seconds. And then it was gone. And, but during that time it was happening, I looked over to my right and there was an actual indent in the bed,
Oh
and
wow.
like somebody was sitting there. Now, this really, really strange thing, and we figured it was his grandmother. Now, I know a lot of times you hear people say paranormal wise, when you get touched, it's a cold feeling and stuff like this.
Yeah.
This wasn't a cold feeling. It was a very warm feeling. It was a very loving feeling. And like I said, it lasted for about 30 seconds and disappeared. What's funny about that is when she was alive, she used to do that to me, like put her hand on my wrist and then lean against me and stuff like that. And she was a very loving woman. And so we figured it was his grandmother. But during that time, I told him, I go, dude, there's something leaning on me. He didn't believe me. And I go, dude, look beside me. There's that. It looks like somebody's sitting beside me. And it was just a really, really strange moment. And it was a cool moment. And After that, I really started deep diving into what I could do as a sensitive, and that's when I became a real big fan of the paranormal. And I guess I had my very first experience of something demonic when I was about 18 or 19 years old.
Mm,
But as the years went on, I was just a huge fan of the paranormal. And it was probably about 9 years ago where I had my very first investigation with a group, a local group here outside of Toronto. And so I went out with them and I had a great time. I had some wonderful experiences, some bad experiences as well. But I guess it was about a year and a half ago where I decided I wanted to do my own thing.
mm,
So, and that's where Huntaphobia was born. And I was putting videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and they were great. But I definitely was looking for a better platform that I could put my videos.
yeah.
Um, and that's where Paraflix came along. And it was definitely the right fit. And now my videos go up on Paraflix. I do put some videos up on YouTube, but Paraflix is the way I go now. So where did he go? He disappeared. Okay. I'm by myself.
I'm here. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Um, I was gonna say um, and I know you had a lot of experiences, and
Yeah.
how did that feel? Feeling her beside you, maybe feeling the indent on her bed, and like, how did the environment feel around you?
Um, you know what? At that moment, there was like the only thing that I was really thinking about, or what was going on with me at that moment, is the touching of the wrist and the leaning of the head on my shoulder. I don't know if I was really feeling anything around in the environment at all because there wasn't really anything. It was just more of a shock because
Mm-hmm,
I'd never been touched before.
mm-hmm.
And it was just a really, really cool experience. And like I said, it wasn't a cold feeling, it was a warm feeling. So it was definitely loving. And it was almost like she was saying goodbye. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what it felt like.
Okay. Cool. Did you? Um, I know a lot of people say that they got like touched and everything else, and um, Lori, I put the link, the um, parapost on there if you want. I don't know if you want to. I know you were telling me something about a discount or
Yeah,
something.
what I'll do for everybody, once the show's done, I'll send you all those links.
Right.
And then people can hit on the links for Paraflix and stuff like that because there is a deal with Paraflix. If you hit this link and you use this code, you'll get 25% off, and for the next year. And it's a great deal, and it's everything paranormal. It's got paranormal, it's got videos, it's got documentaries, it's got everything that you'd want to see if you're really really into the paranormal and everything under the umbrella.
Yeah. Right. Nice. I know. I subscribe to it. I just gotta, you know, work it out. I'm not that.
You
I'm
know
not
what?
Sabe.
You know what? I'll send you all the links right after the show, and then you can add them to the
Okay.
description, and people can come back and
Okay.
click on those links. Because at the end of the day, I think with the world the way it's going on right now, there's not a lot of people want to spend that extra money.
Yeah.
But the deal that you're getting with Paraflix is absolutely incredible, and for $2 a month, it's nothing. It's nothing, and it's just there's all kinds of stuff on there, and it's you know what they're considering it. They're considering it the Netflix.
Oh,
Paraflix is the Netflix, but for the paranormal.
all right. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
the platform's exactly like Netflix,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Cool.
So,
So, what made you come up with the name Huntaphobia?
um, yeah, there's no real exciting story behind it. I was trying to think. I was trying to think if I was going to use my own name, and just but I just didn't think that was flashy enough. And so somebody said, try to come up with a name. And I did. And I was just, going through different videos and going through Google at different names and stuff like that. And then it just hit me. And I was thinking, okay, well, there's a lot of people out there that are afraid
Yeah.
of paranormal. So that's where I came up with phobia, because some people have a phobia against it. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to be hunting for spirits like I have in the past. So
Yeah.
then it just came up. It just came up, huntaphobia, because
Well,
that's basically what I'm doing, right? So
you know what I think about Huntaphobia?
yeah.
Spiders.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Well,
When I,
that's arachnophobia, right?
well, I know. I was just, that's what made me sort of think about. Just like when I first seen your channel, it's just like, is he gonna talk about spiders? No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. The name just came to me,
That's
and
good though.
I thought it was good. Everybody else that was in the group at the time thought it was cool,
Yeah.
and it just stuck. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a lot of people are afraid of paranormal. You shouldn't be. I mean, they're just like you. You pass away just like you. Some are spirits
mm,
that are unclean, but you got to treat the spirits with respect. You know,
yeah,
communicate with them. Show
yeah,
them, tell them, hey, how are you doing tonight? You know what I mean? Like, how can I help you? How can how can I help you move on or whatever? You know, I know you got to have a gift for that, but like, I mean, you just gotta just go for it and and they'll eventually come talk to you, you know, when they get comfortable. It's just like us.
yeah. I don't know. There's I was on the fence about using it, or I was on the fence about using any name and just using my regular name.
Mhm.
But I just noticed with a lot of groups out there, they were using different names for their groups, and I figured I might as well just throw a name out there and see if it sticks. And people liked it. People thought it was cool, and that's kind of what I was going for. It's something unusual, something pretty cool, and uh, the name is stuck. And it's funny because when I'm online and or anything like that, people don't call me my Brian John, they call me Huntaphobia, which I think is kind of funny, but that's how people recognize me now. So, and that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, I recognize you by Brian, so
Yeah, I know.
can
Yeah.
you can you show us some equipment you use, like how you use
I don't have any equipment around me right now. It's in the other room.
it?
um if I would have known that, I would have brought the equipment. uh
It's okay.
Yeah, basically, I'm pretty basic on I don't get into those fancy gadgets and stuff like that. My go-to really is the voice recorder. Um, the SB7 is
Yeah.
I love the SB7. I've captured so much stuff off the SB7 that it's funny because somebody came up with a name for me, and it's actually on my YouTube, the SB7 Whisperer,
Yeah.
because I seem to get so much contact through the SB7, which is great. I love the SB7. And I use the K2, and I also like the thermal,
Yeah.
the FLIR. I got a video coming out soon, and we did some FLIR. There's some FLIR moments throughout the video, so it's pretty cool.
What is a FLIR?
FLIR is it's a kind of like the thermal. It's like
Mhm.
like if you see it, like you can attach it to your phone. There's some um, there's some people on TV, the ghost hunters and all that stuff. They use the FLIR, and it just attaches to your phone. It recognizes heat signatures.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll see it's like orange and it's blue and it's purple and stuff like that. So when you come across a heat signature, it will actually glow, and you can tell. So it's pretty cool. And um, really, at the end of the day, what the FLIR was used for was for electricians, basically,
Okay.
to when they're going around a house or something like that, or a business, they're
Mhm.
recognizing the hot spots and for the hot spots in a business or a home. That's what it was generally used for. But the FLIR is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't use it often,
Mhm.
but when I do, I like it. It's cool.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, like, have you ever caught a spirit through one?
The FLIR.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's funny because the video that I'm putting together right now, I think we did catch something, and we caught. I have a video on YouTube that I put up from Sawmill, and we caught something there as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely sometimes very hard to recognize
Hmm.
when you do catch something, but
Hmm.
it's cool when you do. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Now with spirits, like I mean, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, spirits are cold when they die," and some say cold, some say heat. Like, shouldn't it come off as they're cold? Not like you.
Well, that's
I know
because
some do.
that's because their energy, right?
Okay, I
Their,
think yeah.
the energy that's
Oh
coming
yeah.
off of them. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But it makes you think though. It makes you think like
Mm.
heat, cold. Like I mean,
Yeah,
the mixture of
yeah,
that energy. I
yeah.
mean,
But you know what, Eli? Like the story I told earlier about that the grandmother. When I
mm,
was touched by her, it was very warm. It wasn't cold.
okay.
So, I think I think it can vary depending depending where you are. It could be cold. It could be warm. So, and it
Well,
might not be anything actually. You can get touched and then it might not feel cold or warm or something like that. When I did a video, when I did one of the videos up on Paraflex,
mhm.
I was choked,
Oh,
and it
wow.
wasn't a cold or warm feeling. It just felt the hand around my throat,
Wow.
and that
Crazy.
happened. That happened last November,
Wow.
and there was like at the beginning when it first started happening, I lost my breath. I started coughing, and then all of a sudden I felt like there was a hand around my throat. We actually had to stop filming
Yeah.
because I had to run and get a drink of water because I couldn't breathe. It was that bad.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Because I know as a spirit, because I passed away, yeah, in a certain way, you
Mm,
know, I feel like I was normal. Like, I mean, you see from your eyes, you can't grab onto things, but it's like, it feels like it was taking you. You had no choice but for it to take you to the next spot, to the next spot, to the next spot. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is it's showing you maybe visions or showing you what's going to come if you don't, fess up in life or whatever you don't think is right, you're gonna get stuck in this moment. So for me as a spirit, I only see through my eyes. I don't know how. I don't know how you get trouble. Maybe it's through another spirit, because every spirit's different.
of course.
So I mean, I when I passed, and people were doing like EVPs with me and everything. I never remembered anyone doing that with me. I never
Okay.
had anyone communicate with me like that. And I mean, I never actually, maybe I wasn't passed on all the way. I'm not sure. So, I don't know. I mean, just like how you say, like about the fleur and everything else, about how everybody uses like, the rim pod and everything else. Like, I mean, I didn't reach to that thing yet to do all that.
Yeah, I don't think
You
you
know,
were. I don't think you were gone. I don't
yeah,
think you were gone long
yeah.
enough, right? How
But I
long were
seen
you?
it
How long were you?
a month. I don't know, a month in the on event. So.
Wow,
So
wow.
yeah, I survived it, but I
Yeah,
seen a lot of stuff. I seen things running after me and just terrible
wow.
things, and I seen everything. I seen 100.
Yeah, when
Percent
you passed, when you because you correct me if I'm wrong, but you did die, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Yeah. How long were you? How long were you?
On event
Yeah.
a month.
No, but what I'm asking, when you did pass away, how long were you gone before they revived you?
I'm not sure. All I know is remember just being in an ambulance and that's it.
Oh, okay.
I was just going through a void, like, and then
Wow.
heard people
That's
screaming and
scary,
everything
man.
else.
That's
Then
scary.
you see, it's different. It's different with us trying to talk to spirits, because if when you're an actual spirit, your time is gone. Your time,
Hmm.
it's just you don't remember your life. You just go through a void and people are just screaming, help me, forgive me. What did I do wrong? And you know what I mean? All this other bad stuff. And so like, um, I don't know about that. All I know is I'm glad I'm here. Enough about
You
me.
know
Like,
what?
you guys
I don't
questions?
know. I don't know. I just so many people like I watch shows and all this stuff, and so many people have answers for what happens when you pass.
Yeah.
And I, I'm one of those people that I'm kind of skeptical on that
Hmm.
because how do people really know what happens when you pass?
We don't
Like
know. And
honestly, like I could say, okay, well, some people don't believe that they can come back and forth. Well, I'm going to tell you a story that I was at a canal that was a haunted canal,
mhm.
and we had the K2 meter out, and I was asking questions, and I just happened to ask a question. I said, "Are you able to come back and forth?" And at the beginning when we started asking questions, I said the answer for yes go up to yellow. If the answer for no, go up to red on the K2 meter. And I said, "Are you able to come back and forth?" And it went up to yellow.
Wow.
So that was yes. So, but some people don't believe that happens. Well, how do you know?
How do you
How
know?
do you know what happens beyond death?
Yeah,
You don't.
exactly. But
You
but
know.
but what like me like, I mean, what I feel is that every spirit is different.
Yeah.
When someone dies, like I was probably in the waiting room, sort of like waiting to be, hey, if you die or live. You know what I mean? Like a purgatory, whatever you call it. I was probably there.
Hmm.
And like, so I can't give you those questions because every spirit's different. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna say, oh well, they didn't want to go. Well, I don't know. Some spirits might have a happy thought. Some spirits might stay in that location and they tell you they could travel. Some
Yeah.
spirits can't.
Yeah.
Some spirits could. Who knows? And I was shown how. I was shown by the upper man that he was showing me how a person was hung and why he was there and what he would experience if he didn't repent himself. You know what I mean? It would show me a lot. It showed me if a guy died of a heart attack on the parking lot.
Hmm.
Um, he died in the parking lot and then go back to his car. To me, he was coming from his daughter's birthday party. He kept on dying, going to the car, dying, coming to the car, and you could see the guy's face was just like, enough already. You know what I mean? Like, why don't I just move on? I
Hmm.
mean, can those people be helped? I think it's called uh stone tape theory, I think, or where
Yeah,
they
something like that. Yeah, I
yeah.
know. I see what.
I
Yeah, I
don't get
understand
it.
what
Could
you're
they
saying.
be saved? Could they be saved, or could they just I mean, help themselves in a certain way?
Yeah. See, I'm on the fence about this because um, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of things that are shown on TV, like, okay, let me put it this way. I'm not a huge believer in somebody coming in like a medium or a psychic or something like that coming into your place and saying, okay, well, I'm going to tell these spirits that they can cross over
Hmm.
and they can do this and they can do that. And I'm going to help them. I'm going to save. Uh, I don't know. This is my opinion. I'm not a big believer in that.
Hmm.
I'm not a big believer in the fact that if you have something demonic that's in your place, that a priest comes out and does a seance and gets rid of. I'm just not a huge believer in
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I
not
think
either.
that was made for TV,
Yeah.
and and there's people that are going to disagree with me on this, and that's fine. I'm not a huge believer in sage either. I'm just not. I've been told by a few mediums, and this is mediums with over 40 years of experience, that the TV shows that had sage in them and saying that they're cleansing the home and getting rid of the spirits. I'm sorry, but that's just not true.
Yeah.
And I'm a big believer in the fact that sage, yes, can maybe calm them down, but you're not really going to get rid of them with sage. You're
Exactly.
just not.
And people say salt. People say,
Yeah,
like,
like
have you
kosher.
chewed?
Actually, it's salt, but then somebody told me, well, it's not regular salt; it's kosher salt that you have to use.
Well,
I go,
uh,
what's
yeah.
the difference? But
Drinking.
I don't know. I'm skeptical. Like, I'm skeptical on a lot of these things that people say. Like,
Mhm.
how would somebody know what they're thinking on the other side?
Exactly.
How would you know? Like, you can't tell me, okay, if you're a psychic and you're a good psychic, they are telling you what's going on. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that. But we just don't know. And this is what I do. Like, I try to go out when I'm doing an investigation to
Mhm.
get answers. I'm just not going out there because I think there's three different types of paranormal investigators. I
Mhm.
think there's one that's into the science of paranormal,
Mhm.
and I think there's ones that are just out for the hunt to
Yeah.
capture something. And then the
Mhm.
third one is to actually, yes, go out for the hunt, but actually try to get the answers to the questions that you're asking. That's me. That's what I am. I'm in that category.
Yeah, because I mean, there's
So,
different. Like I was gonna ask you next. What's the difference between paranormal investigators and ghost hunters?
yeah. Those are the three categories I put
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
in. I truly believe I'm the one looking for the answers. I'll give you a story, okay? A short little story. There's a place that I went to. It's called the Streaming Tunnel. I got videos on YouTube and I got a video on Paraflix. This video's on Paraflix that I have. And actually, I think I put a little clip on it on YouTube. But anyways, um, the Streaming Tunnel is a famous place here in Ontario, Canada. It's a fantastic place. Well, there's three stories of this place, all terrible stories. At the end of the day, a girl got killed in this tunnel. How she died, that's what people are trying to find out, because there's one that she was sexually assaulted and then she was killed and then she was set on fire to burn up any evidence. So that's one story. There's another story where the parents were going through a nasty divorce. The father set the house on fire. The girl was still in the home. She got severely burned, ran down to the tunnel and died. That's another story. There's a few other stories. So near the end of our investigation on this tunnel, I asked a question. I said, "Did you die in this tunnel?" And actually, on my SB7, I didn't hear it at the time. I heard it once it was going through editing, but I knew something was said, but I couldn't understand it. So when we went through the editing, it actually said "burnt from home."
Wow.
So that kind of answered the story of a possible, maybe the truth on what really happened. Maybe the story is true where her father set the house on fire and she got burnt at home and came down to the tunnel and died.
Let me ask you a
And
question. A lot of
sure.
people, a lot of paranormal investigators say, "Oh well, like I'll just say nasty spirits. The nasty spirits can mimic the girl's voice, but they can mimic the situation that happened in that house." Do you think that's possible?
I hear that a lot. Anything's, in my mind, anything is possible,
Yeah.
but it's quite possible. Um, I don't know in this place. I don't think there's really, in this particular place, I don't think there's anything malicious. I've been to other spots where there have been, but in this place, there's really nothing. It's as soon as you walk in, it's more of a sad feeling. You
Yeah.
feel very drained. You feel very sad, and maybe it's because of the history of the place you're feeling that way. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
It's anything's possible.
or do you think it's residual? Like, I mean, I mean, I hate to say this, but they're replaying their death because that's all they remember is what
You
happened.
know, it's funny. I thought that because the story goes that if you take matches with you and you light up a match and put it against the wall, you hear a stream. So I think to me that would be more residual.
Hmm.
But then I don't know. Anything's possible.
Do you think that maybe it could turn out where maybe someone could get attached from that spirit?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Like sort of like that spirit can attach to one of your investigators in the tunnel?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I'm a big believer in that because there is a place that I go to. I've been there a number of times, and it's a video coming out soon. It's a video actually. I'm going to put it out on YouTube. It's not going up to Paraflix. There's a church that I go to. I've been there like 4 or 5 times. This place is absolutely incredible. It was just a find. It wasn't. We went in there to explore, and we started hearing voices
Oh wow.
with our own ears. So we did an actual investigation. This place is crazy. The video I'm working on right now is like the amount of EVPs that I captured. The SB7, I asked it to say my name. It said my name twice. It said Brian twice on the SB7. It's just an
Mm.
incredible, incredible place. Um, I
It's
don't
the
know. It's
Blue
just
Ghost Tunnel, right?
what's that?
It's the Blue Ghost Tunnel, right?
The Blue Ghost
You're
Tunnel
at
for what?
where you're at the tunnel where
No,
you're
it's
at
called
all
the
the.
Streaming Tunnel. The Streaming Tunnel.
Oh, okay, streaming tunnel.
Yeah, that's further down the list on my YouTube channel. The Streaming Tunnel was part of my second season on Paraflix, so it's that video is up on Paraflix. But
You say, I'm sorry. You said the streaming or the screaming?
streaming, like, yeah, streaming.
Oh, okay, scrape my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Everybody go check it out.
Sorry, I'm a little bit tired.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I don't know name myself, so
Reason
I'm
why
trying to
I'm
hold up
having
to.
the reason why I'm having an energy drink right now.
What's up, Frank? What's going on? Have you ever been have you ever been attacked during the investigation?
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember that story I said earlier about being choked.
Oh yeah, that of course, yeah.
Yeah, I was choked, and we were doing an investigation, and it's
That's
weird. It's weird. You wouldn't think it.
someone choking you and everything.
Well, it's not even that. The place where I got choked,
Yeah.
it's at a hair salon,
Mm.
and we actually did an investigation. I did a collab with a bunch of other investigators,
Yeah.
and the second location that we were filming, that's where it happened because we were filming 3 businesses at once. And it was great. They were all 3 businesses in a row, and they were all experiencing something. And it was great night. That's a 3-part series up on Paraflix. And actually, if people go over to my YouTube, there's actually a video on there of a Class A EVP that I captured.
Yeah.
And it's just a little clip. And this was amazing. I was actually standing outside of the tunnel in the back, and I was walking back towards the tunnel, and all of a sudden I heard something in my left ear, and I turned because I heard something, but I wasn't sure what I heard. So I came home, put the SD card in my laptop, and I went to that spot. And it actually, the Class A EVP that I captured, you don't even have to turn it up full volume to hear it. It actually asked me, "What's your name?"
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of the best Class A EVPs that I've captured. It's just so clear. And but lately I've been catching a lot more Class A EVPs.
Right.
On this video I'm doing, I've captured quite a few. And it's not very friendly either, some of the EVPs that I captured. It actually when we walked into the place, it actually called us assholes. Excuse my language. And yeah, it said asshole twice. So yeah, and we did an Estes method in this investigation, and it actually said on the SB7, and it said "F you."
Oh
when
wow.
I asked the question. Yeah, so it was pretty crazy.
Nice. Well, not nice, but yeah.
No, but it's still good. It's still great to capture, though.
I know. You told me you had some kind of gift, like you can go into like a place and like you're sensitive, right? Or like
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, what kind of stuff how do you feel it, and what have you experienced, and so on.
Well, the weird thing about my abilities is for some reason it turns off and on, and there's a reason for that because I've had a couple of mediums tell me why it happens. And so when I see something, if I see something, when it comes to a regular spirit, it's like a black mass. But I can't see facial features, but I can tell if it's a man or a woman by feeling. Okay. So, it's just a solid black mass. And then when it's something more on the demonic side, it's more like a black translucent smoke that moves around very, very slowly. For example, the very first investigation that I ever went on almost 9 years ago, we walked into a house. And when we walked in, the left side was the family room. And when I walked in, I saw it right away. And it was just moving around the room really, really slowly, like it was owning the room.
Wow.
And this family was experiencing pretty well. For me, it's incredible. For them, it was terrifying. And like doors opening. Unfortunately, knives were being thrown. Toys were being thrown. The kids were getting scratched. Just a lot of bad things were happening in the home. So when I got there, when I started going up the step, I knew right away what I was going to be encountering. And when I walked in, it was right there. And it was circling basically the room like it owned it. And it definitely wanted the people out. And unfortunately, they tried everything. It didn't work. And they ended up having to move. I don't know what happened to the house after that. Uh, from what I understand, it was sold, and I think it was demolished or something along that lines. And something else was built on top. But it doesn't matter if you build something on top, because I'm a big believer. Just because you tear something down,
Yeah, it's still gonna be there by
it's still going to be there.
Yeah. No, but no,
So
like, if you experience that, let's say they knocked it out and it was just a land, and then they built on another property. I
yeah,
mean, I'm pretty sure, like
yeah,
something's
yeah,
going to still be there, no
yeah,
matter if it's I know I was talking to this one YouTuber today, and was interviewing him too, and like his house used to be on a property, and then there was a big old company that took over and put it on there. It was like, well, you know what? It's still going to be on it, no matter what.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, so people are going to see stuff. You're going to see stuff. Everybody is. It's amazing how the world works. On the other side of the veil.
Mm, mm,
And what we can experience and what we can um, bring to bring to the paranormal community, so we could learn more about spirits. I don't understand that. I don't know why we don't work with the spirits instead of using all these expensive gadgets that are going to tell us one thing or another, that
yeah.
we're going to understand.
Yeah, and that's what I said earlier. Like, I'm not a huge believer in these big fancy gadgets. Like, I know a lot of people love the REM pod. I'm personally myself, I'm not a big fan of the REM pod, because basically it's based off ions, right? With the REM pod,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
you could be walking in another room in your socks, and
Hmm.
walking across the carpet, and it could set off the REM pod.
Hmm.
You can put a REM pod down, and a spider can go up the REM pod and set it off. So I'm just not a huge believer in the big time gadgets, and other
Yeah.
people are, and that's great for them. But I'm pretty simple. Like, for example, I let the
Hmm.
cat balls that you buy at
Oh
the
yeah.
dollar store
Oh
that
yeah.
has the bell in them.
Yeah.
I use those.
How about the flashlight method? Do you use them?
I've done the flashlight method for sure. I have a video up on, again, the Huntaphobia page,
Okay.
and there was an investigation I was doing at it's called Ghost Road,
Okay.
and I put a little clip up,
Okay.
and my buddy had a flashlight. Now, this flashlight he had was like, it was tough to turn on. Okay,
Hmm.
so he was holding it, and I was asking him if he could do something. So he put the flashlight down,
Hmm.
and it was off. And then we looked at it, and the flashlight was on.
Yeah.
He didn't turn it on. I didn't turn it on, but the flashlight was on. And then right after that, we captured an EVP off the SB7. I said, "Did you turn on the flashlight?" You know what the response was I got?
Yeah.
Sure
Well,
did.
wow.
That's
But
the
dude,
response I got.
you gotta admit, like, they can read your mind though. Because
Yeah.
look at, like, we got to think with spirits, like, they don't use their hands. They use things to move things with their head. I
Mm,
mean, with their minds,
mm.
and they might read your mind, like, huh? I already know this guy's thinking. He's gonna tell me to move that ball, or he's gonna tell me to. What I don't understand with the lights, because they're really tough to like open. You got to actually press your thumb into it. How is that possible
Oh,
if
well,
they
it's
don't have
because they're
any
at
thumb?
the energy they're using, right? It's all about energy.
Yeah.
It's all about the energy. It's not about actually they can turn it on. It's about the energy they're using to help put it on.
Look at this.
Yeah. So it's funny because I've asked that to say, are they able to turn on the flash? No, they're not turning on the flashlight. They're using their energy to turn on the flashlight. So they could be taking energy from you or your equipment to turn on, you know, to turn on the equipment, turn on the flashlight, or move a plate, or move a glass. Like, for example, today I went to, and we were talking about this earlier today, Eli. I went to a location today,
Yeah.
and I'm doing an investigation at this place in January, and it's a bar.
Mm.
It's a bar and an inn, and they're having things thrown in the bar, like
Wow.
glasses, teacups. All this stuff is being thrown, and they actually showed me one of the cups that was thrown. It literally went. I looked at it from where it was thrown to where it hit the wall. It was probably about 5 feet,
Damn.
and they still have the cup, and the cup broke. Like, it was steel, but the top of the cup there broke off when it was thrown against the wall. Like that's some massive, massive energy being used in order to do something like that.
Well,
So
I mean, a lot of people say that, for them to do that, they always say bad spirit, but I don't want to say the word D word, but like,
yeah.
I think it's once a spirit is on the side a long time and has mastered that kind of like force or
Mm,
learned it or whatever. I mean, maybe it's possible. Who knows? Like, I mean, we don't know.
mm,
And I mean, it's just so weird how a person that doesn't have a body and uses their mind to move things. I mean, that's pretty intelligent.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, I don't know. I just this place that I went to today, and it's funny just for your listeners. I think it's going to be a great video. It's going to be a two-parter. I'm hoping
Oh yeah.
because it's not only a bar, but it's an inn as well. So they have 5 rooms upstairs. I
Mm,
actually walked around with a voice recorder today in this place, and I captured some EVPs on the voice recorder.
wow.
And it's going to be a wild place. And I was just doing this. I was just scouting out the place, and
Mm,
I just happened to turn on my. You know what I'd like to do? I'm going to send you a picture,
okay.
and maybe you can share it,
Okay.
and maybe your viewers
Okay.
can tell me what they think this is, because
Okay.
I
That's fine.
captured this today
That's
on
fine.
the picture. I'm
Okay.
going to send it to your phone,
Okay.
or do you want me to send it to your Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter's better. I could blow it up more better.
Okay. I just got to find it.
That's okay.
Um,
Do you use dowsing rods?
no, I'm not. No, I don't really use dowsing rods at all.
What do you think
Um,
about those? In
you know what?
opinion?
Me personally, they can be easily manipulated. Like you can,
And yeah,
move them on your
yeah,
own. Um, I think with a voice recorder and with the SB7 that I use, if I capture something on the voice recorder, there's no denying it.
yeah. Because
There's just no denying it. So
it's like you're holding them. You could be sweating, and then they're just gonna slip out of your hand. Like I mean, that's what I think. Um,
yeah, so I'm going to send this picture to you,
okay.
and you tell me, and your listeners could tell me what they think this is. Now, you might have to enlarge it a little bit,
Okay.
um, but I'm just trying to find Twitter here. Sorry to everybody, but
That's
this
okay.
is a pretty cool picture,
My
and
laptop's pretty slow,
I'm
so
hoping, I'm hoping, direct message. There we go. You're going to think this is pretty cool as well. This is something that I captured today. Take a look at the mirror.
okay.
I sent it your Twitter. Take a look at the mirror. It's pretty cool.
Okay. All right.
I
Let
have
me.
no idea what that is.
Okay. Let me.
And
It's
it's
been a while since I've
blue.
done this.
It's blue.
Right here. Well, let me
Yeah,
just right
right
there.
there. So enlarge that if you can.
I don't think I can. No, I can't.
Yeah, you should be able to enlarge it.
Hold on a second. Yeah, it won't let me. I don't know why.
If you
Hold
go
on
to
a second.
the top and hit the 3 dots, it should
Three
be
dots
able
right here.
to it should be
I
able
won't.
to it should be able to enlarge it.
Yeah, it won't let me. So,
No, you have to go to your settings.
my settings. Okay, hold on
Yeah.
a second. Oh man, my computer's so slow right now. It's
Okay.
stupid. Wait, give me a second. Uh, I'm not computer savvy, so
Oh, okay.
oh, I got. I think I got it. Hold on a second.
It's gotten a little bit bigger.
Yeah, let me try to get. All right.
Yeah, if you go to your settings up at the top there, it should allow you to enlarge it.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm pretty bad at what I do, so you it won't let me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I could probably do it on mine. Let me do it on.
Yeah,
I can
please.
share
Yeah.
my screen. Let me just send this to. Let me just send this to. Let me see if I can do this
Oh
because
yeah.
I think your your listeners would, or your people that are watching right now would enjoy
Oh
this.
yeah.
Let me just go
Oh, yeah.
to Twitter,
And
see
then
if
you
I
can
can
just share the
enlarge this.
screen. And
Yeah, I'm just going to share the screen. Yeah.
okay.
So
Sorry, guys.
there we go. Let me see. Uh, hmm. I don't know if I can do it through Twitter. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Cool. Yeah. Sorry for everybody.
No, that's great.
But you can continue asking me questions if
Oh
you
yeah,
want
yeah,
to, and
yeah.
while I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, cool. Have you ever investigated a streamer? I'm at a cemetery yet?
Sorry, say again.
Have you ever investigated at a cemetery yet?
Yeah, I have, and my personal belief, and this is again my opinion, um, I've never really gotten a lot of activity at, like, I've gotten some activity at a graveyard, but not a whole lot. Um, I I don't know. I'm one of those people that believe that if if somebody were to pass away, why would they want to stick in a graveyard? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Why would they want to stay in a graveyard? Wouldn't, because normally they say that people that pass away and that stay on earth, or whatever you want to
Mhm.
say, tend to go to places where they know and love.
Yeah,
And why would you want to stay in a graveyard, and but then on the flip side of that, people say, well, why would somebody want to stay in a sane asylum,
yeah. Or
but
or seeing their loved ones move on.
because sometimes that's the only place they know, and that's the last place they remember. It could be various different reasons why somebody stays. I want to send this to my I'm going to send this because I really want people to look at this, and because I think it's really, really cool on what I
Exactly.
captured there. And I'm hoping, oh, here's a better picture of it.
Okay.
I'm going to send you this picture.
Okay.
This is a better picture of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think about like haunted dolls, like the option?
Um, uh, I think it's interesting, to be honest, and that's a better picture of it right there. I just sent it to your Twitter. You can show people that, and they'll get a better look at it. It's really, really super weird. I think haunted dolls. Obviously, it's an attachment to the doll. I think
Mhm.
most of the time when it becomes something with an object or something, most of the time it's residual.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
That's
for it
my
now. So.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that picture I sent you?
Nah, you only sent me that one picture.
No, I sent you another picture on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah,
Here
here
it
it
goes.
goes.
Here it
I
goes.
sent it to you.
My
I sent it
my
to you. I
internet's
didn't hit the send
loading.
button.
Oh yeah, this is better. Okay, thank you.
See that? See that?
Yeah,
What's
let,
in
let me
the
share
air?
it. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
share it real quick.
yeah, it's cool. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, there it is, guys. Can you let us know in the chat? Um,
You
see
can
what they
probably
see.
expand that a little bit.
Nah, I don't know why. Hold on, give me a second. I think I can do it right here.
Yeah, download it, or whatever, and or
Download it.
save image,
Uh huh.
and then it
Okay.
will save to your laptop, and then you can expand it that way.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. Okay,
Now
I got
expand it.
you.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Now you can
Oh, here we
expand.
go.
See that?
Yeah, look at that right here.
Yeah.
The white looks like the eyes and the mouth. Oh, that's
And
creepy.
see the blue mist around it. That's what's
Yeah,
puzzling.
right here. The
Yeah.
mist. Wow. I mean, did you try to communicate with it with the
Well, I
spirit?
didn't see it. I didn't see it until I started looking at my pictures.
Wow, that is nuts. Have you ever tried going back? Are you planning to go back there?
Well,
Maybe
this is the
communicate.
investigation I'm going to be doing in January.
Oh, sweet. Has a hairdryer though. Women.
Yeah. That's upstairs in the inn. This place has been around since 1789.
Wow. So you think that's a spirit, maybe, showing up, especially in the mirror too.
You know
You
what? I have no idea what that is. But I'm telling you, I sent it to a buddy of mine who's going to be on the investigation. He
hmm
thinks it might be a reflection from outside. I go, it's not, because I took a picture. There were no lights on. The sun wasn't shining.
Yeah.
And please explain to me what that blue mist is around
All
it.
around here. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is that? I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, with certain things we can't explain. So I'm talking about, like,
It's
when it
just
comes down,
weird.
yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot.
cool. It's really cool. And the great thing is I captured some EVPs off of it too.
Actually, here's what
So,
Lori said.
oh, okay.
And then Beauty Nick said she lost her husband too, August 18. Been with him since she
Oh,
was 12.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm
What's
sorry you
up,
lost.
Boomer? What's going on, dude? He was 12 when they started dating. Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a long time to be with somebody. Like, I bet you think he's around still.
So what did your viewers think of that picture?
I have no idea. I don't know. They haven't said nothing. So what are you guys going to think about that picture, yeah? I'll just wait for them to type back. Unless they want me to put it back up and you guys can see it again.
Yeah,
Let's do
put it
that.
up again and enlarge
Yeah,
it
it's
a little bit
interesting.
more. Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird. It's
It is
really,
weird.
really weird.
And Boomer too, he sees some things too, probably all the time with spirits and stuff like that. So maybe he can tell us.
I can understand if it was a light reflecting, but would there be that blue mist around it? There were no lights on in
Yeah.
the room. There was no lights on.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's just I just don't I have no idea what it is.
I can't see chat either.
I don't know. Can you enlarge it a little bit more?
Nah, that's it. That's
That's
all I
it.
could go. Yeah, we'll go back like this.
Okay. It almost looks
So
like it looks like a square, does it not? Like a
it does. Looks like
3D square.
yeah, there's like a square. There's blue back over here.
Like the blue mist is around it.
Oh
I just
yeah.
don't. It almost looks like two eyes and a face right there as well.
Oh
Two
yeah.
eyes in a mouth. I mean, it's really weird.
I'm just trying to go in chat and see what everyone's
Yeah.
saying because I can't really see.
Somebody said it is definitely not something natural. No, it's definitely not.
No, I don't think so. Looks like a reflection of some screen.
No, and I thought that too. Like I have pictures from outside of the bathroom, and it's nothing would do that reflection.
Wow.
No, because there was no, it definitely wasn't from a reflection from a TV. Definitely not, because the TV, where the TV was, like soon as you walk into the bathroom, before you walk in, the TV was right here. So no, it wasn't the TV. It's just weird.
And you got
The
the door
TV
closed.
definitely wasn't on either.
Is that door closed or open?
That's the reflection of the door.
No, I'm talking about, is the door closed or open?
No, it's open, because
Okay,
I was standing outside of the bathroom.
Okay, it just looked like it was closed, so like halfway closed. Yeah, that is
Weird.
I
don't know. I'm gonna message her tomorrow to see if she can go upstairs and recreate it, to see if she sees it. So
oh yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
But
that's
it's
wild.
cool. It's cool.
I'm gonna look at that later. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. Maybe I'll send you some of the EVPs that I captured.
oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
If you want to, can you play them like right here, like?
No, because it's on my phone.
Okay.
It'd be hard. It would be hard for people to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some places you like to investigate, like in the United States?
You know what? I haven't been to the United States because when I started filming for Huntaphobia, it was right in the middle of COVID.
Oh wow!
So
it messes it up. Yeah.
I was supposed to be in the States in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be going to North Carolina. I was driving down there. I'm driving towards the States, and They wouldn't allow me in. They said, nope, you're not going in. I said, okay. The problem with that is, even though I didn't enter the States, I still had to do 2 weeks of quarantine.
Thanks for coming, Lori. Um, it does look good, like Beauty and Nature. It does look like a silhouette.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It
Just
is.
really, really weird. And with the EVPs I was capturing upstairs, it wouldn't surprise me if it was whatever was talking to us or following us.
Is it possible for a spirit to get trapped in a location, just like you're talking about the girl that got burnt and everything? Do you think it's possible for them to move on?
Hmm. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm a believer in the fact that the way you were on this earth is the way you are going to be in the spiritual world. And if you were a jerk, if you were not a very nice person,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you're going to be in the spiritual world. And for example, like there's a lot of people that say that they go into a place and something was thrown at them or something like that or whatever, and they automatically think it's demonic. No, that's not true.
No.
Demonic is very, very rare. You
Mm.
just might have a spirit that's really, really pissed off and doesn't want anybody there.
Oh yeah.
And you got to remember we're coming into their space, and it was almost like if they're coming to ours, we're asking them to leave because we don't want them here. Well, it's the same thing for them, you know.
Definitely.
And for example, the church said the church video that's coming out, like before I even was in there for, I was only in there for probably 10 seconds. They were already telling me to get out.
Wow. But you gotta think
You
about
know,
like with a tunnel, you didn't like you like the like you told me a story about that burning the girl that was burning, and maybe in that location, maybe back then there was water. Maybe she was trying to like maybe dive in the water so she can um she can get the all the fire off of her, when she was burning. I mean, maybe it's that. Maybe she was looking for that water. Right?
it's possible.
Boomer said, "Are they willing to move on? Wait, if they're willing to move on, there is a way to cross them over."
Um, I'm sure there is. There might be. Um, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this. Like, that's a hard question to answer for me because I have a lot of different opinions more than other people do. Like somebody will say that they're coming into like a medium or psychic, and a priest is coming in and is going to help them cross over. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think we really will ever know. Um, I don't know. If, like I said earlier to one of your other questions, anything is possible. Anything is possible, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I think if they're here for a reason,
Mm.
and crossing them over, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
see,
I'm on the fence about it, to be honest. It's a
Boomer,
hard question to answer.
like when I passed or whatever you guys call it, like
Yeah.
like I remember, I want to say Jesus and God or showed me that guy going on the pathway, he dying, and he had to go back to the car because he had got to me. I was showing he was going back from her daughter's birthday party. He died of a heart attack, came back, going from the car back and forth. And you could tell, like I told you in the beginning, you could tell his face. I'm just telling Boomer because here, like you could tell his
Mm.
face. He wanted just to go home. He
Yeah.
wanted just to fix it and go. Like, I mean, that's how you say it. Like, it's like Boomer. It's like, could we help them? I mean, I know probably Boomer told me was just a smudge of you from back then, but
Yeah.
that's you. That's part of you. I mean, I know it's just like a broken record, basically. It's going back and forth. But I could tell. Look at the guy's face, where like he's tired of it. He's
Mm.
tired of dying that
Well, I
way.
noticed. I noticed. Boomer said personally crossed over more than 12 spirits myself. But
Uh,
then my question back to you would be: is how do you really know if you did or not?
yeah, that's true. Let's bring him
How do
up.
you really know that you did? You don't. Nobody
Just
knows.
exactly. One last chance said we lived in a crazy trailer on the southwest corner of Skin Ranch. Yeah, Skin Ranch in 1993, 94. Scariest year of my life. What do you think about that? What do you think about Skin Ranch? Walker
I don't
Ranch.
really have any. To be honest, I don't really have any thoughts on it. I'm not really into the skinwalkers type of
Yeah.
thing. They don't really do anything for me.
Mm.
Um, and again, the cryptics and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm like obviously I believe in certain things. I think other things have been fabricated over time,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know. I'm really not into the cryptics. I don't really focus too much on cryptics.
Yeah.
So um, I don't know really how to answer that, to be honest. And I wouldn't want to give something that's not truthful. So
Oh yeah.
um, I try to stay away from the skinwalker stuff.
Oh yeah. That's how I am too. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people. And sorry about that. I'm trying to get my charger. Hold on.
No, no worries.
I don't want my laptop dying. We won't have an interview.
You know what, Boomer? And
Give me a second.
I see what you said there. If you've ever done, it's just one of those things, But again, I go back to saying, how do you really know? How do you really know? You don't really know. But that's
Well,
just my personal opinion. Everybody's different, and if you believe you have, great, that's awesome. And if you did it, great, perfect.
see, what I want to know is, um, when you move them on, what is the feeling of you moving them on? How do you feel they moved on? Did you? I mean, do they see? Do you see the light, or do you feel the light, or it's just of the feeling of knowing
Hmm.
that they crossed over?
Yeah, I'm no expert in this area, and
Mm-hmm.
I would never say I am. I just, I just so many people have so many different opinions about it. I just go based on my own opinion, and I think I will say that I just don't think you really ever know.
Here's
There's
one.
no 110% guarantee that you know. There's just not.
What happens when you're cremated? I don't know. I'm not a. I'm not one of those burial people. What do you call it? Funeral people. I don't
Mm,
know. Still have his remains. Oh, if they're past, they're past. I mean, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But all I know is when you die, you go to another realm. They might
mm,
stay with you. They might be attached to something that they really love, or they go to Christ, or they go to hell. I mean, whatever they believe in,
mm.
they'll go to that place. I don't know. That's how I see it. That's
So
how
should we tell? So should we tell people about my social media site that I brought
I
up?
think so. That's awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask me anything about that.
Okay, how did it get started?
So for everybody in the room that doesn't know, I have a social media site that I launched back in March. It's called Parapost Network,
I'm gonna go drop it
and
again.
basically, and I'll send Eli the links for iOS and Android, and you just simply download it. You just like any other social media, you make an account and you're in, and it's free, and which is great. And so basically, back in January, February, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was just scrolling through, I think it was either Facebook or Twitter, and just seeing all the crap that Facebook and Twitter and all those platforms. And it just popped in my head, why not create something for the paranormal? And everything under the umbrella, like cryptics, UFOs, supernatural, all those wonderful things, and people that love it. So I went to a buddy of mine and he said it was a great idea. So we started it. We launched it in March. We've gone through a few hiccups here and there, but the site is doing extremely well. It's a community based social media site.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not one of those sites where you have to go in and you got to friend people in
Mm-hmm.
order to see their stuff. It's all in the same news feed. So when you join the site, everybody else is there. You see what everybody else is posting. And we're going to keep it that way because we think it's great. And everybody can see everybody. You can friend people, you can follow people still. That's an option if you want to. But it's great. And a month and a half ago, we put up a feature on the site, which is working extremely well, and it's doing extremely well, is that if you have a channel, a paranormal channel or cryptics or UFO, whatever it is, you can sync your YouTube to Parapost, which means that when people are in Parapost, they can watch your videos, and those views are counted towards your videos on YouTube. And it's just a great thing. So right now we have over, I think it's over 3,200 videos right now that people have. Yeah, it's a lot of videos. So you can just stroll through it and watch a video.
How many members are there? Not just 32, but it must be a lot.
We just hit the 500 mark. 500 mark.
Wow.
We're getting close to 600.
Yep.
And but for the month of November, we had just under 24,000 views.
Oh, nice.
On the site. So we're hoping to hit 30,000 this month. But I'd be honest with you, I wasn't expecting to hit those numbers till next year. But the site's doing extremely well. A lot of people are enjoying it. Like I said, it's a new site. There's still a few hiccups here and there. And like we had a hosting issue this week, but that's being fixed tonight actually. So yeah, it's great. It's a great site. I'm glad I started. Unfortunately, my partner that I had with the site had decided to move on, so it's just me now, and I'm running it. And I obviously have an IT guy that's a developer, and he's a great guy. But the site is doing extremely well. So it's called Parapost Network. You can download it through iOS or Android, or you can go to your laptop and download it through there as well. I'll send you those links after the show.
And what does the future hold for Paraflix?
Parapost or Parapost? Yeah, Parapost. Well, right now it's just a matter of building it, and we're adding features every month to the site because it's a new site. And so we're adding the advertising to the site. So if you have a company or brand that you'd like to advertise, you're going to be able to start doing that on the site starting tomorrow. There's a new feature coming up, which I think is really good. And I think it's important to have. We will be we'll be adding a feature that when you log into the site, you can switch it to your language. So we've been noticing through the Google Analytics that we're getting from a lot of countries. Like I had just under 100 views from Berlin.
Oh, wow.
And, Germany was looking at the site, all those types of places. So why didn't they sign up? Well, maybe because they don't speak English. And so we're definitely adding a feature that is going to provide different languages. So that should be out in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, it's just a matter of growing and getting better and bigger. And hopefully this time next year, you will be able to go onto the site and hit live and be able to live stream through Parapost.
Nice.
That is the long-term goal.
Awesome.
But that takes a lot of
time,
a lot of dollars to do that. Yeah. So it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap.
It isn't.
So
where do you see yourself in a year with your channels, both channels?
That's a tough question because my main focus right now has been that's a really tough. Well, I will say this: my videos on Paraflix are doing extremely well. From what I've been told, I'm in the top 5 videos, which is awesome. And I have to be honest, my editor makes me look really good. So he does a wonderful job editing. So that really helps. Good editing helps, but I want to let people know, good editing helps, but everything you see in these videos is completely real. My integrity is very, very important, and I will never, ever put up something that's fake. I will not do that.
Exactly. And you know what? Like, I mean, I want to take some too. Like, who was it? I don't know if it was you. We were talking yesterday, I think. And no, it was someone else, because I talked to a lot of paranormal investigators,
Mm,
especially. So when you go to a property, right? Not everything's paranormal. It could be like a rodent in the ceiling, in the wall. I mean,
mm,
it could be the electricity on. It could be a fun fact on the floorboards where you just like you feel like you're dizzy or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
I mean, or
mm,
the doors are weak and they're opening. I mean, or you're having a problem with investigators. Saying, "Hey, that was me," or you know what I mean? Like, I'm the one that made that noise.
mm.
I mean, it's a simple mistake that we all do as paranormal investigators. Some, not all.
Yeah, of course.
So what do you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's important. Just yeah, investigating is important and finding what you're looking for. But I think it's also important to debunk stuff too,
Yeah, yeah,
because there could be a lot of things going on in this place that are explainable, and that's important to me as well. I definitely debunk. A
mm,
lot of times it won't be in my video,
mm,
but there's debunking going on just as much as investigating as well. Like I think I think a lot more people are getting a little more smarter on this. Like when you're using your K2 meter or something like that, you turn your phone off, like you turn your phone off or you put it on airplane mode. And so because if you don't, it can set off the K2 meter. Um, but it's just the investigating is important, but also the debunking is just as important.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, does I mean between your personal life and paranormal, does it affect you in any way?
um I don't know, that's a never it's interesting, never been asked that question. um yeah, well, it's harder now because of Parapost, right?
Mm,
Everything's about paranormal now, because especially with Parapost. But yeah, I try to separate the two for sure. But unfortunately, I've had something follow me home as well. So yeah, I definitely try to separate the two for sure.
okay. I mean, well, what I'm trying to say is like I know that when we go to a location, and
Mm.
still have our private lives, aren't you worried that whatever follows you home or attacks you in a certain way is going to mess with you in your personal life?
Hmm. I don't know. I have to be honest. I've never really thought about that
No.
because it really hasn't happened to
All right.
me. So
Cool.
maybe happened to other people for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did have something follow me home, but didn't really affect me.
Mm,
I ended up taking it back where I got it from, and it was nothing malicious or anything like that. It's just a sad woman and
oh,
lonely woman.
yeah.
And no, I don't know. No, it doesn't, and not at all. Like I did, and if it did, I put a stop to it right away.
Good. Cool. How do you do that? I mean, do you like say, "Hey, this is my space. You
You know
cannot."
what? And this is another thing that sometimes bothers me when I watching TV, or even some people's videos, that they do all this seance stuff. And you know what? No, you don't really need to do all that stuff, priest and all that stuff. My personal feeling about that is, if you're having something in your home that you don't want there, ask it to leave and be very firm. And 9 times out of 10, it will.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sit down at the kitchen table, sit down on your couch in your family room,
Mhm.
and say, you know what? I did not invite you here. I do not want you here. It's time to leave. And most of the time, they'll leave.
Yeah, they do. And well, some people are just like the tad over the they're mean to it, and they're like, well, you know what I mean, like blah blah blah. They get mad at them, and of course they're gonna retaliate,
Mm,
because that could have been their space first. That could have been their land that they used to
it could
live
have
in.
been. Yeah, it could have been. But they're gone. They've passed.
Yeah,
You got owners that are alive, and it's their place now. So if they want you gone, you just ask them to leave. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, they do.
yeah. Do you believe in the afterlife? Like
Oh, of course. Of course. I don't think I'd be a paranormal investigator if I didn't.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So,
exactly. I mean,
yeah.
well, I'm talking about like um Like, did you once live before?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Um, yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do for
Did you
sure.
ever think you had a past life?
From what I've been told, um, um, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the date. Like a medium that I was friends with, and she's 30 years of experience. She said that one of my past lives, I had something to do with. I don't want to say a king. Um, Something along that lines. I had something to do with that. Not necessarily. I wasn't a king. Something to do with it, like I was associated with something or something along that lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just it's just crazy. Like, I mean, like you sit back and you're like, you think about these good questions, then all of a sudden you're like, could that be possible? Or
Yeah, anything's possible.
could it just be just in my mind thinking that way? Okay, I got this. I got a good question. Okay.
Okay.
Imagine this, our shadows. I know everything has a shadow, okay? Not even
Okay.
even the dress even the drawer, your dress drawer, Like, let's say you're walking down your shadow. Do you think that's our spirit? Do you think once we die, our shadow dies with us? I mean,
Mm, I don't know. I've never really thought about that, to be honest.
like, cause you think about it, you go like that, you have a shadow. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, you have a shadow. Yeah, you have a shadow. Like, I mean, but once you go, your shadow goes with you probably because you're not moving anymore. I mean, do you think that's
Yeah, I guess. I
attached to you?
guess. Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, sometimes I just think, man, I'm just like, how does it feel like?
You're thinking way outside of the box.
Yeah, yeah, I have
Yeah,
to.
and that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's good.
I like that.
It's just like I'm sitting here, right? And it's like, okay, how what I was seeing when I was gone, I walked through walls,
Hmm.
but at the same time, it's like when I was walking through walls, I see everything that's in the wall. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
and it
I
was.
like this question. One last chance at this question he asked. I have an opinion about that.
See, what do you think of Wilson's show? TV like, okay,
Okay, so my opinion on Ghost Adventures or Zach Baggins, um, I think his show was really, really good at the beginning. I think where the problem is with his show, and we all know what goes on his show. The problem with his show now, compared to when he first started, now it's about ratings.
yeah,
When his show first started, it was about the actual looking and hunting for spirit. But unfortunately, when you're on TV, you got to keep up with the ratings. So
mm,
that's why they had to keep on going further and further and further on what they were doing, not necessarily capturing real evidence. And I hear there's a few. No, I don't know if this is true, but I hear one of the reasons why somebody left the show was because they were tired of putting out um, fake investigations or faking stuff in their show. Um, but honestly, I thought his show was great at the beginning when he first launched or first started. But it just started getting ridiculous. You're not finding demons every other week. You're
no,
just not.
no,
So it's just ridiculous. Um, but again, like I said, his show was great at the beginning. Like I liked his show at the beginning, and then it just got ridiculous.
yeah,
So I'm just not a fan. But unfortunately, like you said, the guy's made a lot of money. He's very smart,
mm,
and I'll give him that. But I'm not going to say his show is. There's a word I have for his show, but I'm not going to say it. But I hope that answers your question on how I feel about Zach Baggins. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a great guy.
Um,
But
this question was from I think one last chance. Here's one here. What if you're cremated instead of being buried? I mean,
again, I don't think it has really anything to. I don't think there's any difference because you know what they say: your soul is leaving your body, and your
yeah,
body's just a shell.
yeah,
And
sure,
it
yeah.
really has nothing to do with cremated or being buried.
But what happens to your spirit is the same. I'm just getting questions from someone.
No,
So,
that's fine. What
um,
was that in the form of a question?
yeah, I don't know.
Say that again.
What happens to your spirit is the same. Like, is your spirit the same after you die? I guess.
Okay. I don't
Um.
think, again, it's going back to one of those things.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
does anybody know?
Yeah. How's everybody
Like,
know?
really?
It's like some
Like,
people say, "Am I gonna be young when I die?" No, I doubt it. I mean, once you die, you die. I mean, you stay your age, but you don't feel your pain.
mm,
You leave your body.
yeah.
You don't feel pain.
Like I said, I think a lot of times when it comes to something negative, when it's when you're searching for spirit and you're running into something negative, I think it's because in their in their life when they were alive, they were negative people. They were bad people. They
Yeah.
you could have your killers, you could have your those type of people that are um still walking this earth, I guess you can say.
Yeah. Exactly. What do you think about Ouija boards?
I don't.
Okay, that's bad. Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
bad, man.
I don't go near them. I won't touch them.
Yeah.
I think you're foolish if you. Well, I don't. Maybe not foolish. I have nothing to do with them. I don't want anything to do with them. Um, I think the biggest problem with the Ouija board is I've met a lot of people that have pulled something out of a Ouija board they wish they never pulled out,
Yeah.
and I think and a lot of times people don't open them properly or close them properly.
Yeah.
I just don't. I have nothing to do with them.
I got a silly question from someone on Twitter. I know American football is different than the ones in Canada. What team do you go to? What team do you go for in the Canada teams?
On any sport?
Yeah, any sport.
Okay, well, I'm a huge hockey fan, so obviously it's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah,
I'm a baseball fan, obviously Toronto Blue Jays,
yeah,
and I'm a kind of a little bit of a basketball fan, so it'll definitely be Toronto Raptors. So anything Toronto is Toronto.
nice.
The
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the Bulls, man. Come on,
what?
I thought it was gonna be the Bulls. No,
The Bulls,
yeah, no,
like the Chicago Bulls,
yeah,
the
yeah,
basketball team. Yeah,
yeah.
no. Actually, there was a guy that's the announcer. He's from Toronto that is announces the Bulls games.
Yeah. Oh wow, awesome. How about baseball? Did he got baseball over there? Do you love?
Toronto Blue Jays, yeah. Toronto Blue Jays are my team for sure. Yes, Jax loves hockey. And what's her team?
What's your team, Jack?
I
This
hope
is
it's
just.
not Arizona because they're terrible.
I think they just want to know you out of the paranormal too.
Oh, okay. No,
You
it's
know?
okay. Not a big deal.
What about the NFL?
No, you know what? To be honest, I'm not a football fan. To be honest.
Nah, I don't watch sports. I'd
Oh,
rather
really?
hear.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah, the NFL does nothing. Like even the CFL that's here in
yeah,
Canada, it
yeah,
does nothing for me. I'm just
exactly.
not a football fan.
Before we answer this next one, we'll answer this one. Yeah, there you go. And I want to.
Do you believe in demons or just bad people in spirit?
Yeah,
Both. I think again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but in my lifetime since I was 9 years old, I've seen 5 demonic entities. 5.
wow.
That's all I've seen. And I don't like them. I won't go near them. I'm scared of them, and I don't scare very easily. But when you see something like that, you don't want to be in the area when you're running into them because they can be very very dangerous. This is what kills me with YouTube and these shows and stuff like that because what you see in real life is not what you see on YouTube or TV. It's not real,
It's not.
and these people are seeing demonic something every other week is crap
Yeah, it is.
crap and it really bothers me when these people are saying, oh, this is demonic, this is demonic, this is demonic. You know what, you can walk into a place and have a really really pissed off spirit,
Yeah,
and it doesn't mean it's demonic. It's just the word is used way too much,
exactly.
really it is. And obviously they're going to do what they want to do on their videos or whatever, but I don't work that way. And again, like I said earlier, and when I see something demonic, um, that's how it looks to me.
Hmm.
It might look different to somebody else, but demonic entities, Yeah, I don't like them at all.
Yeah.
I don't like them all. And if I see one, I'll generally most likely leave because I'm not messing. I'm not messing with that because it can tear your life apart.
Anyway. I know one thing we're missing is orbs. Let's talk about
What
orbs.
about orbs?
I know you caught a lot of them. I know I was
Yeah,
watching one of your videos, and one was
yeah.
following. It was in the gym, I think. Where it was?
It was
Was
Jay.
it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
following Jay.
yeah. I've seen that.
You know what? Again, I'm on when it comes to orbs, I'm on the fence about orbs because a lot of times you see these videos and bugs and dust are orbs. So with that particular orb, yeah, that's hard to say it wasn't an orb because it came from the ceiling and followed Jay right out the door. And it was cool. It was really cool, but I'm very, very careful when it comes to orbs. Like the video I'm doing right now, um, there's a couple of things that say, "Oh, that's an orb." I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to
It's
be careful with orbs.
yeah.
You really because
Mhm.
um, I don't know. I think people like I say, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen, and they say, "Oh, look at this orb," and then they put it in slow motion, and it's an orb, and I don't know. Orbs are very, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to. I'm on the fence about it because it's sometimes hard to separate like something
Yeah.
that's a bug in an orb or a
Yeah.
dust particle or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very careful when it comes to orbs. I generally won't show that kind of stuff or replay that kind of stuff in videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have,
Mm.
but I'm very careful about it. And I really, really analyze it when something is going up to make
Yeah.
sure what we're seeing is true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um. Well, because a lot of people say they have like faces on orbs and stuff like that. They see like animals and such in the orbs. I mean,
Mm.
that's just some people what they say. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it.
it's kind of
I
wild.
think sometimes it's the when you're taking a picture or video, sometimes the way it's shaped or something like
Yeah,
that can
I agree.
can make it look like it's a face or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but people use the orb thing way too much.
Oh yeah. I know. Some are just yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it's out there. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
um,
yeah. But that one that you watched, I think
it
that's
was wild.
it's pretty undeniable of what that was, and
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but again, I'm careful when I really, you know how much I watched that video
Yeah.
or that part.
I know
I
you done.
watched it probably about 100 times to make sure I was getting what I was getting was right. And
Oh yeah.
I don't put up stuff just to put up stuff, and hopefully somebody's, whatever. Like I
Mhm.
analyze it to death. No pun intended, but
I can show everybody the video if you
yeah,
allow me.
sure, yeah, sure.
Okay, let me try to. It's been a while since I've done this. It's like
Actually, you should go to the one video where I said the class EVP.
okay, hold on a second. Oops. Let me go here. Crazy salt.
Now, it plays twice because sometimes people miss it the first time, but it's
Okay, which one?
that one where you have the cursor or the cursor. Oh, that's
Right
my
here?
cursor. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Okay, that's what I was on. Okay,
yeah.
here we go,
You might
guys.
have to expand it. You might have to expand it.
Yes, sir. And send it to me. My email. You see from
Now it
up here,
comes
right?
from the ceiling. Yeah, and then goes right down
Then,
behind
then,
Jay
then it falls.
and follows us out.
Oh, there it goes. You see that? It's like here.
Yeah,
Go show it again.
yeah, sure.
And send it to me. My see it up here. And is in my profile. So you just go back and just take this. Right there, you see it?
Right there,
And
you
then
can
it
see it right
falls
there.
out.
Yeah.
It was right here
Yeah,
and it
it's pretty
falls out.
cool. You guys go look
It's
at
crazy.
it on YouTube. It's a little more difficult to see here. If you can go to that one video where I captured that the Class A EVP, it's pretty cool, and
I'll
you
show
can
you in a
hear it
second.
distinctly.
Okay.
You want to go to the playlist.
A playlist.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, go to playlist.
Mm-hmm.
Playlist. Yeah. And then you'll see clips. Hit on clips.
Oh, clips again.
Yeah. It's in there. I don't know why that's up there. I don't know why that's up there. But that shouldn't be up there. That's weird. No, that's not it. I have no idea why that's there. That's not even my show. They're showing.
Yeah, that's not.
Just go to videos again. Go to videos again.
Okay.
And I believe it's this one right underneath here, right underneath where your cursor is right now. I believe it's that one. Is that
Right
it?
here?
No, that's Burwash Prison.
Just tell me where to go.
I think it's that one.
Oh, right here?
Click on that one. No, the one beside that. Yeah, right there.
Okay,
No, the other one.
Oh, this one? Right here?
No, the one that you see the tunnel.
Oh, right here. Okay. I got you.
I'm not
Okay.
sure which one that is.
Okay, well, let's just play and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Commercial.
On project calendars. Unlike traditional calendars,
This
calendars
is the one that I told you about, Burnt from Home.
They
okay.
always reflect your.
Yeah.
Let's watch this, guys.
Did you die in this tunnel? The second story is the husband and wife were going through a nasty divorce, and the ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, burned down the house. And unfortunately, the girl was still in the house when the fire was going on. She got severely burned, came down to this tunnel, and died. That's another story. Did you die in this tunnel?
See?
Oh, wow. It's amazing.
It's incredible. Let me see what else is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go further
show more, 'cause
down.
I want-
Go further
Okay.
down.
Let me don't stop.
Yeah, just keep going down.
I want to see this
Keep
one. I
going.
want to see this one.
Keep going. It's this one right here, where it says Paraflix Paraplays. It's that one, the tunnel right beside that, where you see Paraflix Paraplays.
Okay, give me a second.
Go up. Go up. Now go across to your left. Or no.
This one?
No. It's the tunnel.
Oh, it's a
The
tunnel
other
right
one.
here.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
You see where it says Paraflix Paraplays in the thumbnail?
Right here?
Nope, go down.
No. Go down. Okay.
Go down. Right there. Right beside that one.
Okay.
No. Up.
Right here?
No, up.
Oh, up right here?
Up. Go beside that one. No. Go no. Go back to Paraflix Paraplays.
Okay.
It says Streaming Tunnel SB7 Incredible Response. That's not it. No,
Okay.
that's not it.
Over here? No, okay. I'm over here
Yeah,
now.
try that one.
Okay,
Try that
okay.
one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Which way do I go? Point me in the right direction. Do I go straight or is it behind me? The other side. What does that mean? What does the other side mean? Which way do I go?
Listen closely.
Point me in the right direction. Do I go straight or is it behind me? The other side.
The other side.
What does that mean?
Yeah. And what that meant was,
The
as I
other
said
side.
earlier, the other side, it was on the other side of the road.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah,
was the place that we were looking for. Just incredible. Just some people they go over to the channel, they can see some incredible captures that I've captured. And
Yeah.
it's amazing stuff. Oh, you know what? One last chance. I believe their demons are real too, but I just don't think they're every week real, if you know what I mean. Eli disappeared on me again. I'm by myself. You know what I should have done? I should have shared my screen and then I could go. You know what I should do? I should share my screen. I could share it from my end and you just
Okay.
accept it and I'll find that video that I want to show people.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, go
let's
ahead.
do this. Share screen. Problem is I got two monitors, so let's see what happens here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's try this one. Oh, wait a minute. I got to turn on the audio. Let's see what you're getting.
I'll mute.
Got it? Yeah, there we go. Working? Yeah, okay. So let me go to my channel. I think it's working. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay, so let me find the video that I really want to show you.
Okay.
This is really good. It's really, really good. Wait a minute. Okay. Playlist, clips. Can you see my screen? Yeah, you can see the screen,
Yes, I
right?
can. Yes.
I don't know why that's on there. That Spokane. That's weird. What is going on here? Okay. Here. No, that's not it. Where is it? It's weird. B7. It's B7. Should be there. It's not there. Let me just go back here. I'm going to have to take this off. I have no idea why this is on here. This is an interview I did.
Oh.
Okay. Why is my computer going so slow? I think it's because I'm sharing.
Yeah, mine too. Mine was slow a lot.
It's not this slow. Mine's quite fast usually.
Mine too.
Yeah, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, let's see if I can find it now. Should be here. Here it is, right here. Okay. So before I play this was when I captured that Class A EVP. And it's to my left that I hear something, and you can plainly hear it. Why is that playing? What is going on here?
What? See, that's what I was going to play.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
That's not the video.
No.
That's not the video. Yeah, it's this one right here. Okay, let me find it somewhere else. I think that's the actual full-length video. Maybe I don't have it on here. Which is surprising because I thought I uploaded it. Anyhow, people go to my channel, they'll find it, and just some amazing clips. And Just some really, really good evidence that I captured. And it's just great stuff. Really, really good stuff. Anyhow, I will stop sharing that.
Okay.
That's good. It's good for me to know because I thought it was up there,
That's all
but
good.
maybe I will upload it now. But it's I'm surprised it's I know I put it up here.
It's weird.
Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna go to end this, guys. I mean, thanks for coming up, Ryan. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
It was
a lot
right.
of fun. You know what? I didn't realize how. I just looked at the time. I didn't realize how long we've been on.
Yeah,
wow, this has been long.
I just have like I know like when I get off of here, I'm just like, damn, I should have asked him this. I should have asked him this.
Well, that happens.
You know, I mean, right? It's just like you see weird things outside, and you're like, what did I just see? I mean, like last night I woke up, right? When she's back at 3 o'clock in the morning, and real quick, I know I'm going to end around. I see some little kids sitting right on the table. Everybody was asleep. And I was like, what is that? Like, is it just like my eyes trying to wake up? Like, I mean, come on. What's up, Tiffany? How's it going? Like, it makes you think, though. Is it your eyes playing tricks on you? Or is it the other side?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Yeah, definitely. It definitely could be, for sure. That's why you always have to be really careful, right? On when you're going through evidence and stuff like that to make sure that what you caught is something paranormal. And that's what I said earlier. You got to make sure you go through everything to make sure what you caught or what you think you caught is real. So
exactly.
You know, you could be doing a voice recording and somebody could be streaming way down the street, and then you hear it on your voice recording and realize, okay, I just caught a stream. Well, it could have been somebody down the street streaming. So you got to be really careful when you analyze your evidence or the evidence that you think you've captured, for sure. And that's what I do. Like I go through everything more than 20 times to make sure I'm getting it right. And if I have 2 cameras, what I'll do is if I got something on this camera, I'll go to the other camera and make sure it wasn't somebody that was standing with us that said something, right? And that's happened a few times with the video that I released a couple of weeks ago, of Blue Ghost Tunnel. There was 9 people in the tunnel with me. And I had to make sure, and I had to go back and forth to different cameras to make sure what I was capturing was paranormal and not somebody whispering. So you got to be really careful with that stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like someone like any investigations where like someone's near you and you're like, you look, there's nothing there? Have you ever experienced anything?
Oh, yeah. I've walked into many places and it feels like somebody's following you, for sure. And sometimes I see it, right? So I don't know. I'm so used to doing it now because I've been doing it so long. I just don't really think about that stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I just want to do my own thing and I investigate the way I investigate it, and it works. I capture stuff. So, I don't know. I just got my way of doing things, and it worked for me.
But I say like this: one day we're going to experience something different, see something different, feel something different.
Yeah.
And maybe one day we'll find those answers.
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people are saying today that they're hearing a lot more, they're seeing a lot more, they're capturing a lot more. And I kind of have a theory about that. And I think why it's happening is because just imagine how many frequencies are going through our atmosphere right now, the sky, or whatever you want to say, like radio frequencies, satellite frequencies, 5G, all those things that are going through the frequencies. And they say spirits can manipulate frequencies. And that's why I think it's happening a lot more today than, like, let's say 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. There's a lot more floating in the air than there was, like I said, 5 or 10 years ago. I think that's why people are capturing more today than ever before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, but you know what? This was fantastic, and I really appreciate you inviting me on. And hopefully, once Parapost gets to that real high level, you bring me back on and
of course,
talk more about Parapost and where people can do. But I will send you the links right after the show's done.
Man. I appreciate it.
And again, Parapost Network. You can download it through iOS or Android. Just type in Parapost Network, and it's right there.
And if it won't let me on streamers do it, I'll post it on my Twitter because everybody have on here is on Twitter. So
Yeah,
I'll let everybody
yeah,
else know
yeah.
about it.
Well, you can put it in the description too, right? So
Yeah, well, I don't know. Can I? I don't know.
oh yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll try it out. I'll try
You
it
just edit it. You
Edit
just
it.
put it in edit. And after it uploads, you just edit it, and you can do whatever you want with it.
out. Okay, gotcha, brother.
Okay. But I'll send you all those links through Twitter.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate
Cool, man. Thanks.
Catch you later,
It
brother.
was great talking to you, man. I'm glad you're doing really well. And,
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You just got to keep on waking up every day and thinking positive. You know, that's all you can do.
That's all we got.
Yeah, man. Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Guys, and everybody, thanks for coming tonight to join John in his journey to the paranormal. So I appreciate it, and my closing words are, thank you for being a part of our journey, and thank you for letting me be part of yours. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being a part of my family.